Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn very interesting topic, Laravel Microscope. Laravel Microscope is a very smart and find error from your Laravel project. It's very easy to set up and you can easy to use it. If you have not written a test case in your Laravel application, that time this tool is very useful to finding the bugs and error in your application. Here is a official repository. You can see here Laravel Microscope. So this package is also a refactor your bad codes and it does not show stupid false error. So let's install this package in one Laravel application. Here is a command of install this package composer require. So let's install it in this Laravel application. So you can see here the package is installed successfully, and one more thing is this package has lots of feature in under construction, and if you are using this package and you want to use new features, then you need to fire this command every day as per instruction given in this repository docs. And all the things listed here, you can check the everything by this all commands. So let's try with event and try to check all event is good or not. So let's fire this command here. So this command check all the events, but in this repository, this application, no event available, so it's provide all events are correct. Let's check another, and you can see here all get are correct. Let's try to check all views. You can see here all views are correct, but let's try to change one view first and then we try to fire this command again. You can see here example given for view. Let's try to include invalid file. Let's open app.blade file and specify here this invalid file name because this partials head is not available in this application. Let's try to fire the view command, and you can see here this command display partials.head does not exist in blade file. So if you include any wrong partials and files in your app, in your any blade file, if you write a wrong name or you include wrong file and your project is very large, that time you need to find it's very difficult. You only know when you touch this file and when you run your project, so you can easily find your wrong thing in blade file using this command. So it's very useful. So let's remove it from here and let's fire this command again, and you can see here all view are correct. Let's take next example. Let's try with routes. You can see here lots of error given to us. In category API controller create method is missing, So let's check it first. api.php file, and you can see here I use a resource, but it should be API resource, because resource try to find create and edit method, but in API controller we never written any view in API, so that method is not available, and that's why we got this error. So let's change it and specify API resource, and we got one more 3 errors. This is no route defined for controller action for app-based controller. Infium generator provide a app-based controller as a base controller, and we are extending this controller in all other controllers, so we can ignore it because we are not using this controller for any routes, so we can ignore it. Let's try it, because we fix the category API controller errors. So let's try to fire it again. Now you can see here 3 error only available because 2 error is fixed, and we use API resource. So now my bad code is correct, and it should be API resource. We cannot use a resource here as a API. So this command is very useful for your wrong routing, and you can also found some methods which is not used in any routes and it's no longer in use, then you can easily remove it. So let's take one more method is PHP artisan check colon imports. This method is check on or whole application and found the invalid imports. Let's check. Right now all imports are correct, so let's change it in any file. I'll change it capital N to small n, and let's try to check again. You can see here this command displayed notifiable does not exist because we are not import here. We are import notification, but n is capital and we are using n is small. So let's change and try to check again, and you can see here all imports are correct. So if you write misspell and if you forget to import the any class in your statement, then you got error when your project is compiled. But before the release and before the use, you can fire this command and check the whole application and find invalid things. So this command is very useful. So let's take one more example. Here is all list given. You can use it. Let's try one more is bad practice. You can check it blade queries, because we are not using query directly from blade. We fire the query in controller and then pass the variable in blade. So if you are using directly query in blade file, then this command return you that code. So let's try with bad practice. You can see here everything is okay, but let's try in this controller, I declaring one variable and use env outside of config. If we are using env function outside of config, it's not a good, it's a bad practice. So let's try to use and save it, and let's fire this command, and you can see here it's displaying the notice. This is not good, so let's remove it here, and now you can check again and everything is fine. Let's take one more example, is action command. This command is adding the annotation in your all the methods. So let's try it. This is asking us, I show you first the API controller. Now let's check. You can see here annotation and documentation in added in the methods, so you can fire it and add in all the methods, so you no need to add manually. So this package is very useful, and one more command is very useful. You no need to fire all the commands. If you want to check all the commands, just pass php artisan check all, and this command is check everything, all these listed things in one command. So let's fire and check. This command is checking everything and display all the things in one command, so you can find the your bad code, you check it and fix it before the release and before the deploy on server. So this package is a very great and very useful. Thank you for watching the video. Feel free to ask any question and give your feedback in comment box. Please like, share, and do not forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.